What's good, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another video. Listen, you have survived what was meant to destroy you, and they're shocked about it. They are in complete awe. They just can't believe it. See, brothers and sisters, a lot of you all had people watching you, some from a distance, and some was observing up close. And they seen the tumultuous situations and circumstances that you were placed in. They seen the obstacles that was before you. They seen a trial and a tribulation. And they never thought that you would survive it. In fact, some of them prayed that you wouldn't survive it. Others simply counted you out. They didn't think that you would rise back up. But the Bible says the righteous fall of 7 times and rise again. And that number 7 is just thrown out there. It is just a number. The truth is, no matter how many times you get knocked down, as long as you have another opportunity at life and you wake up the next day, there's an opportunity to grow, develop, and become a better person. Now, some of these individuals all out burn bridges with you. They figured that you was no use to them whatsoever, so they completely disregarded you. Only to find out that there was a bridge that they needed. See, brothers and sisters, if you have been through this situation where people have counted you out, definitely talk to me down in the comment section. But for those who have not, I'm going to give you some pointers to overcome. If you are going through this type of persecution where people are truly looking down on you, people are dishonoring you, disrespecting you, people are trying to sully your reputation, sully your good name, people are plotting, trying to get doors of opportunities closed, and you're just going through the storm. Listen, first and foremost, what I need you brothers and sisters to do is I need you to highlight the positive in your life. See, a lot of the times when we are going through the storm, we tend to look at everything that's going wrong, and it instantly puts us in survivor mode. A lot of us have been in survivor mode way too long, and it affects our minds. A lot of chosen ones had to figure out how to navigate through the pitfalls of the system and deal with society as it is right now in this wicked generation. The Bible calls it a perverse generation. And we have to learn how to maneuver. But while maneuvering, you can't forget to live. Just because you breathing don't mean you living. And when on survivor mode, you always got to be optimistic. You always got to look at the positive. And I know that sounds cliche, me saying this, but it actually works. And you got to be able to speak life into existence, the words that you utter, because life and death lie in the power of the tongue, and that is real. And so positive affirmations, prayer, always finding the positive in a situation, although things may seem very negative and the odds may be stacked up against you. You got to speak the right words into existence. One thing we do as just adults, right, is we tend to look at all the curses that we have to face in life, and we don't look at the blessings. And once you realize that a lot of you all are blessed and highly favored, a lot of you all have had grace and mercy on your life, a lot of you all been through things that was meant to take you out. Some of y'all had near-death experiences. Some of y'all dealt with divorces. Some of y'all dealt with legal issues. Some of you all dealt with losses in your family. Some of you all dealt with being laid off from the job, trying to figure out how you're going to bounce back when the bills are stacking up. And now, when you look at life right now and where you're at, you marvel at the fact that the Most High kept you. He kept you through all of that. And once you realize that he actually is protecting you a lot of the times, making you mold yourself and change directions and change courses time from time, then you'll realize that the burdens that we often carry is really not our burdens. The Most High don't want us carrying those burdens. He wants us to give those to him. And once you do that, you can find a place of peace in your life that no one can disturb. So regardless of what they're saying, regardless of the gossip, the rumors, the slander, regardless of, the persecutions that we face, just carrying our cross. Once you're locked in, understanding that the Most High sees all, he sees everything. He even sees your full story. When you're feeling down on yourself and you're dealing with guilt or shame or any of those low-level negative feelings, despair, all those type of things, what you got to understand is that you're a work in progress, and the Most High sees your whole story. A lot of the times you will be in the middle of transitioning into greatness, and you only see it halfway. That's why the Most High says in the scriptures, walk by faith and not by sight. It's very important. Faith is very important. A lot of the times, as quote unquote human beings, we try to control outcomes. We try to do everything on our own, which is a carnal way of thinking. There's times where you got to learn to sit still in the Most High. There's times where you have to restore yourself. There's times where you have to back up and get a different perspective on people around you. You have to set healthy boundaries for yourself and see how people start acting. And you'll find out that some people really ain't in your corner. Once you show them that they cannot fuel themselves off your energy and that you're filling the oil in your lampstand in order so you can navigate to the finish line, once they see that they cannot use and abuse you, then they start showing their horns. They start showing what they really thought about you the entire time. They start really revealing the devil that's in them. And listen, you wasn't supposed to survive the demonic attacks coming from these entities. You wasn't supposed to survive it. And make no mistake about it, they were sent. Satan sent his pawns, his agents, his perpetrators, his gang stalkers, his monitoring spirits, and he sent them to do what? Distract, destroy, exploit, galvanize, imprison, murder. He came to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what you got to understand. So you wasn't meant to survive it. Make no mistake about it. Don't give people the benefit of the doubt. When people do things that are overtly demonic and satanic, and they're doing these things to purposely harm you, listen, you can't wrap your mind around why they would do such evil. But what you got to understand is it was meant to destroy you. They were used as weak vessels from Satan, from Beelzebub himself. These people are the children of the devil. Sometimes we give people the benefit of the doubt because perhaps it's a family member. Perhaps it's somebody that you deem a friend. Perhaps it's someone close to you. And for whatever reason, you give people the benefit of the doubt when they'll do something that is meant to rob you of your future. They'll do something that's meant to rob you of your life. And once you realize that they're sent on that mission and it didn't work, listen, you understand how much the Most High loves you, but you got to understand what they begin to realize. What they begin to realize is that you're truly protected. And a few things happen. They grow very envious of the favor that the Most High had on your life. They grow extremely uncomfortable with the fact that they don't have that same favor. Some of them start losing their minds. They spiral into madness because the demons that put them on that crash out mission to destroy you is now going to torment them. Now those demons are torturing their souls. Now they're speaking with babbling, with confusion. Now they're just not even the same person. Now because they crossed paths with one of the Most High's chosen ones, they done glitched out. They done completely glitched out. Some of these individuals become obsessive over you. They will do everything they can to try to cope with the fact that they failed. Some of them will start to mimic you, copy the way you move, talk, act, copy the things you do. Because why? They're stuck in that paradox. They're stuck in this paradox where they thought you was a soft kill. They thought you was somebody that they can wipe out. They thought that if they turned enough people against you, that somehow people would rise up enough against you to go and crucify you like they did the Messiah. That's what they had in mind when they crossed you. They never thought that you would pull out the other end in one piece. They did not think that you would stay intact. You got to thank the Most High for that. You got to thank the Almighty for showing those people what it really is. And I'm going to tell you, not only are they going to fall to great shame, but real judgment comes to those individuals. A lot of them are unrepentant. They double down. They triple down on the evil they done to you. And they believe that they are right in their own hearts. They believe they are right in their own hearts. And they believe that you are the one that's the problem, that you are evil. But the Bible says, woe to them that call good evil and evil good. See, a lot of you brothers and sisters are just peculiar. You're rare people. The Most High said it in his scriptures. He chose you before you entered your mother's womb. That's in the book of Jeremiah. You were designed to be a royal priesthood and a peculiar people. You are very different from everybody else. Some of y'all felt it all your lives. You just felt different. You thought different. A lot of you all have been outcasted predominantly most of your lives. You stayed to yourself. You were very observant. And you just move different at this point. And it's because you're set apart. Listen, they never thought you would survive the storm. But here you brothers and sisters still stand. So let that be a lesson. Number one, the lesson is be very discerning about who you let in your life. Be very discerning. Test the spirits. Very important. And number two, just be grateful. Be grateful that a lot of you all have been set free. Some of you all have been through the whole rigmarole of mourning being detached from certain individuals. But then it comes a time where you realize that rejection was protection and that you were meant to be removed out of certain social circles, certain relationships, certain friendships, certain business partnerships. It was meant to come to a screeching halt because the Most High was protecting you. And then once you get past all of that, you'll realize it, you'll see it clear as day. So if you're in the midst of going through all this, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I hope that this word blesses you. I hope it edifies you and brings you to the next stage in your life where you can actually live outside of survival mode, where you can actually enjoy the small things out of life, where you can actually be present and understand that the burden is for the Most High to carry. Listen, if you can connect and relate to this particular topic, talk to me down in the comment section. Also, support the work at newbreedglobaltruth.com as well as hebrewcare.com. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. One love. Peace.